Have you ever had that feeling of not quite belonging? Like you're just drifting, not sure where you're supposed to be, like a fish that's somehow ended up out of its element? It's as if you're out of tune with the world around you, yearning for a place that seems just out of reach. But guess what? You're not the only one who feels this way. So many of us experience those same sensations of displacement and uncertainty. Feeling like they're in the wrong place, feeling like they don't belong. They don't fit in and they miss a place they don't know where it is. They love looking at the stars. And I know that many people know what I mean. Most folks these days are all caught up in the hustle and bustle of doing things. We live in a world that's all about action, where being productive is seen as super important. So, naturally, a lot of people are constantly on the move, filling up their days with this task or that, only to feel frustrated because they never seem to get it all done. If you're one of those people who's always busy but still feels like you're not accomplishing everything you want, listen up. You might be spending a big chunk of your life just shuffling stuff around, going from one task to the next without really getting anywhere. Many of us try to find solace in the constant motion, thinking that as long as we're busy, we're doing something meaningful. But the truth is, when we're solely focused on doing and acting, we're missing out on a whole lot. We're limiting ourselves by not tapping into our inner selves, into the deeper dimensions of existence. When you're stuck in the cycle of constant action, your experience becomes pretty narrow. You're boxed in by the limitations of always doing, always moving. But if you're willing to step back and open yourself up to a broader perspective, to tap into the vastness of the universe beyond just the physical realm, then you'll truly unlock the power of creation. So, instead of getting caught up in the endless cycle of doing, take a moment to pause, to connect with your inner self and the greater universe. Allow yourself to be guided by a deeper understanding, by the wisdom that comes from within. Because when you align your actions with this broader perspective, you'll find that you have the power of the universe at your fingertips to help you manifest your desires in the physical realm. If you take a good look at this physical world, you'll notice something. There's this constant rush to do things. People are always so busy, caught up in a frenzy of activity. But here's the thing, all that busyness can actually keep you from finding true happiness. When you're constantly striving, you're sacrificing your happiness in the name of growth or some future reward. Some folks hope that happiness will come eventually, but they only find fleeting moments of satisfaction here and there. And that's not enough to make you truly happy. Maybe you've caught yourself thinking, I'll be happy once I reach a certain milestone. You know, like when the weekend rolls around, or when you finally retire. Or perhaps you've thought, if only I had more money, then I'd be happy. Or maybe you're waiting for that perfect soulmate to come along, or that dream job to land in your lap. It's like you're constantly chasing after happiness, always seeking it out in some distant future. But in the meantime, you're missing out on the joy that's right in front of you. You see, true happiness isn't something you have to chase after or wait for. It's something you can experience right here, right now, in the present moment. It's about finding contentment in the little things, in the simple pleasures of life. So instead of pinning all your hopes on some future event or achievement, why not take a moment to appreciate what you have right now? Because when you learn to find happiness in the present, you'll discover that it's been within your grasp all along. Your inner being holds the key to understanding everything. Embracing your inner self and being open to receiving vast and profound perspectives are fundamental steps toward living a happy life and expanding your experiences, which is what you signed up for when you chose to be born on this planet. Until you acknowledge and harness your broad perspective, you'll remain somewhat limited in the world we inhabit. So, take the time to connect with your inner essence, to explore the depths of your being, and to welcome the expansive views that await you. It's all part of the journey toward living a truly fulfilling life. Right now, in this very moment, your life experience is happening. It's crucial to focus on the present. You see, you were born into this physical body not to struggle, not to suffer, not to sacrifice in pursuit of happiness. Happiness is here and now. Everything you have in the present moment has the potential to bring you joy, to give you absolute happiness. Each and every one of us holds more power within us than we realize. We've been experiencing, learning, and gaining wisdom for much longer than we can comprehend. We made a deliberate choice to inhabit these bodies and live on this planet. Before we were even born, we desired all of this. We chose to come to this planet because we knew it would offer us an infinite array of possibilities. But life on this plane, with its patterns and mental conditioning, can keep us trapped in this existence. But here's the thing, you have the power to break free from those constraints. You have the power to transcend the limitations imposed upon you by society and your own mind. You have the power to embrace the fullness of your being and to live a life filled with joy, love, and fulfillment. It all starts with recognizing the abundance of possibilities that surround you in the present moment and seizing them with open arms. Many of the people on this planet who are celebrated as geniuses or masters in their fields, whether it's music, art, or science, were just like you in their physical form. But the only difference between them and you is that they allowed themselves to tap into their inner knowledge. They literally delved into their boundless intelligence, extracting the specific details of their desires. What sets these history-making individuals apart is simply their recognition of their connection with the divine, with the universe, and the realization that such a connection exists. You see, each and every one of us has the potential to access this profound wisdom within us. It's not some exclusive club reserved for a select few, it's available to all. But it requires us to open ourselves up to it, to believe in our own abilities, and to trust in the interconnectedness of all things. So, if you ever doubt your own potential or feel like you're lacking in some way, remember this: you are just as capable as any of those celebrated figures throughout history. You have the power within you to achieve greatness, to make a significant impact on the world around you. All you need to do is embrace your connection to the divine, to the universe, and allow that knowledge to guide you on your journey. You might think that you have to make things happen through sheer effort and stress. I need to push myself, you might say. If I don't take charge, it won't work out. We've been taught that suffering and hard work are the main ingredients for success. The more we push our bodies to work, the more results we'll see. It's all about physical action, right? But let me tell you, buying into these beliefs not only puts you at a disadvantage, but it also sets you up for failure and exhaustion. After years of toiling without much success, you'll end up feeling frustrated. Many of us start off with promising youth, but our hopes dwindle due to the influence and pressure of those who came before us. So, if you truly want success, if you seek fulfillment, if you yearn for happiness, you need to shift your focus to the present moment. It's not about pushing yourself, working hard, or sacrificing. That's the old way we've been taught to strive for things. But the harder you push, the more work you'll have to do to achieve what you desire and feel fulfilled. Instead, everything should start in your mind. That's where the real effort lies. Imagine having it all in your mind's eye. Because when your imagination is focused on what you truly want, you'll be able to experience it in reality without much effort or suffering. That's when you'll finally find the happiness you've been searching for. It's all about shifting your perspective and tapping into the power of your imagination. Maybe that feeling of not fitting in is actually a sign that you're meant for something different, something extraordinary. You're not meant to conform to the status quo. You're here to carve out your own path, to bring your unique gifts and talents to the world. Embrace your differences, because they're what make you special. So, instead of letting that sense of not belonging weigh you down, use it as fuel to propel you forward. Take a step back and marvel at the beauty of the universe, knowing that you're an integral part of it all. There's a reason you're here, a purpose waiting to be fulfilled, and once you tap into that inner knowing, everything will fall into place. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are countless others who understand what it's like to feel like they don't quite fit in. Reach out to them, connect with kindred spirits who can offer support and guidance along the way. Together, we can create a community of belonging where everyone's unique light can shine brightly. So, the next time you find yourself feeling out of place, remember this: you're not lost, you're simply on a different path. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay, it's beautiful. Embrace your journey, embrace your uniqueness, and watch as the world opens up to welcome you home.